To say Star Citizen is a divisive game is to say that the Mariana Trench is not that shallow, or that Stalin could get a bit moody at times. This hugely ambitious project aims to make the best damn space sim ever, completely bypassing the established system of AAA game production through a crowdfunding model, with PC gamers that own high-end rigs as the target market and no compromises on tech. As the amount of money handed over by Star Citizen backers to Cloud Imperium Games as the year ends reaches 250 million, those who doubt the game will ever be, well, a game, remain in full voice. A recent quick check on the Elite Dangerous forums showed they had reached their 11th thread on the subject of Star Citizen, with a 10,000 post max on each thread. Let's just say the bulk of the content on those posts isn't sunshine and roses for Star Citizen. Yet if they hate it, why talk about it? This is in the territory of texting an ex at 4 AM and then regretting it, surely. And there's no disrespect meant to Elite Dangerous players or Frontier Dev in this observation. It's just a fact. The general accusation levelled at the Star Citizen project and at its backers could be encapsulated in the phrase enabled delusion. Star Citizen offers dreams, and people buy those dreams with real money, leading Star Citizen to offer more dreams and people to use more of their money to increase their dream inventory. But this is not the place to discuss more specific complaints about Star Citizen concerning missed deadlines or offering up new ideas before previous ones are anywhere near completion. And here's why. Enabled delusion assumes tremendous naivety on the behalf of those that have backed the title, which, for the purpose of honesty, include the narrator of this video. We took the opportunity of a media invitation to CitizenCon 2949 in Manchester this month. It was our first formal dealing with Cloud Imperium Games. It was fascinating, of course. The sessions demonstrated the drive, enthusiasm and determination of the Star Citizen team to deliver what they had promised, and the sheer depth of work already completed. For us, it also added that much needed human dimension to the whole picture, particularly in an era when a Manichaean screaming at each other across fibre optic networks seems to be the most highly valued method of discourse. We used a considerable portion of our time at the event to speak to those attending. These would be the same naive backers that the more enraged critics of the project are convinced are being fleeced of their hard-earned cash. But what we found was a mature, reasoned group with a sense of fun and wonder. These aren't people in the grip of some crazed money church with pictures of Star Citizen's brain-in-chief Chris Roberts hanging on their bedroom walls. Out of a dozen or so people we talked to, we didn't come across one who outright refuted any of the criticisms we offered up about the game and where it hadn't delivered. It wasn't a Scientology get-together. These were people fully aware of the situation. Instead, they were willing to discuss those issues. And in general, the tone of the response was, yes, but who else is offering what Star Citizen is offering us? Well, who else is? Interesting too was the number of people we spoke to who had a technical background in computing. About half. This could have been an anomaly, of course, but it more likely speaks to Star Citizen being favoured by those with an appreciation of what it's trying to achieve in terms of pushing technical boundaries. People for whom the phrase console port would indeed be a heresy. It's also safe to assume that many such people understand the development process and comprehend the many pitfalls on that path. This would again lead to them tending to be realistic about how much can be delivered and when. So we were trying to find somebody with more money than sense at CitizenCon, but we failed. Criticisms about delays in the project were generally met with, "I can wait." Some of those we spoke to said they generally play for a week or two after a significant update and then leave it again until the next update. This didn't seem to irk them overly. So this is evidence from the mouths of people who've invested in Star Citizen. People who, in this case, had taken the trouble to attend an event in rainy Manchester in November, They came from near and far, Americans, Brits, Spanish, Germans, French and more, and seemed likely to be the kind of people who'd laugh the EA phrase surprise mechanics off the floor for the barely disguised corporate greed it is, but they were people who were willing to entertain the idea of more delicate possibilities in gaming, more interesting possibilities in their gaming experience, something an unorthodox project like Star Citizen offers them. So if you want to find scams in gaming, they're out there aplenty. The ongoing loot box controversy, the endless pay to progress freemium games. We're certain the biggest victim group out there is probably middle-aged women tapping away cash on their mobiles. What it isn't is people with $3,000 PCs who realise that technology now enables them to fly in the kind of spaceships they've seen in movies and get out of those ships and have adventures on planets with their friends. So the rhetorical compass point turns back to ourselves. We've backed Star Citizen, maybe around $500 over the past 4 years. Can we afford it? Yes. Do we regret it? No. Is it a gamble? Yes. Are we in possession of our mental faculties? Yes, mostly. Do we like delicate possibilities? Yeah, you bet we do.